Does your passion for Arabians mirror that of those fanatic football fans you've ever seen on TV? If you answered yes, you might want to check this out. Jeff Sloan and Jesse Lindsley have partnered together to create Fan Stable, a fantasy football-like app just for horses. And the beta version is being debuted right here at Youth Nationals.
So this is an app that is kind of all about fantasy sports meets horse showing. So people can open up a fantasy stable of their own, a virtual stable, and then they pick horses from the entries from the various classes, and then those horses compete for them too virtually. Right alongside the real world owner, they get to have that vicarious experience of owning the horse virtually and competing virtually with that horse. We're actually introducing it here in a beta form at Youth Nationals, so it's being introduced here. And then we plan to roll it out to all breeds following on hopefully what is a good success here and a lot of learning at Youth Nationals. You know, I'm sure we'll have some opportunity to tweak and improve the app, and then we're going to go out to all the other breeds and disciplines as well. We also have always been targeting Youth Nationals as the place to debut it because, you know, the young audience here, and we don't have the issue with determining whether or not people would have cell phones, be able to know how to play games on cell phones and so on. So we think the audience is right here. It's a good, fun place to debut it, and that's just natural. It's a great partnership. It was my original vision, and then Jesse and his team made it happen as the development team behind the app. So yeah.
So it's a paper napkin design that turns into something real, and so we're adding things to it every day, and we'll continue to add things to it for the next, probably year. So it's people get to try it, and we get to find out what people like and take requests. And right now we're working with horse owners to upload images of their horses, which people are really excited about, and write a little snippet about their horse, and so that's going to be an exciting part of this, almost a social network for horse owners, And we're featuring 10 plus disciplines and over 30 classes. So
here at Youth Nationals.
Here at Youth Nationals. So it'll be exciting. Lots of different types of events.
Whether you've been showing since you were little or you're brand new to the breed, you can get the full horse showing experience all in one app. Plus, you can even win some prizes along the way, much like fantasy sports.
It extends the horse showing experience to people who don't really own a horse yet and aren't competing with a real world horse. They can compete virtually now. And for people who may be at home, or people in the stands, or even kids who are entries who are competing, it broadens and enriches the horse showing experience. And another really cool thing about it is that we think it's going to be a really good onboarding tool. So rather, when someone asks, "Hey, Daddy, can you buy me a horse? I'd like to do some horse showing." Now you can start by having them open up a virtual stable. They can experiment and learn what they like, what breed they like, what discipline they like. They can demonstrate to their parents that they really intend to be serious about this. And then when that all happens, then they can graduate to real world horse ownership. So we think it's going to be a good onboarding tool for people to actually get into real world horse showing. And then ultimately people will play for prizes. We're going to offer prizes in the game as well, so that'll enrich the experience even further. And as Jesse mentioned, one of the really cool things is that people will be able to, in effect, claim their horse and then upload photos and video and information about their horse to make their horse more popular in the app. And it just further exposes their horse and that horse's capabilities and accomplishments and attractiveness, maybe even perhaps to new buyers one day down the road. So this could be a very powerful platform that we think is really going to create some excitement and some new energy, and hopefully a lot of new people playing around the world,
and lots of social bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
To the victor go the spoils.
Yeah, like profiles will have badges and indicators of people who win a lot, say in English pleasure, they'll or Western pleasure, whatever it may be, halter, and those people will have badges, so they'll have lots of bragging rights in the app, be able to show off to their friends and demonstrate their ability to pick a good horse.
Right now it's very much about you get a fantasy stable and you get to add horses to that. Getting into certain trainers and certain owners and certain riders. I think that will be an evolution of the app. Right now the star is the horse, as well as whatever you call your label. So people are coming up with, your stable. Right. What you call your stable is very important, and that's what's on the leaderboard. And so people are coming up with very creative names to match these creative horses' names. So that's a big part of it. So people have to sign up for a beta invitation invite. So it's playfanstable.com. and they sign up, they give us their email, they let us know if they're playing on an iPhone or an Android phone, and then we get to pick the lucky winners that get invites to play. And obviously everybody here will get an invite to play, and they can download the app, and it's all free. Tell your friends. It's way more fun to play with your friends. So sign up and then tell your friends to sign up.
I think one other thing maybe worth mentioning is that ultimately we may, like fantasy sports, probably have leagues. You'll have challenges where teams could challenge one another, or play in certain leagues. You might have an English Pleasure, Arabian Horse English Pleasure League. You might, whatever it may be. So I don't think that'll enrich the experience as well.
Last call, 800, 900, I have. So 800 right there to the cameraman.
At Something Old Something New fundraiser, non-riding parents were taught to ride by their kids just before taking the ring. Bidders collectively raised close to $80,000 for the AHD, Friends of Vail Foundation, and AHF Board Scholarship fundraiser. Thursday's events will include the college fair happening from 10 to 5 p.m. and the dog costume class and dog races at 5 p.m. in the Jim Norick Arena. Race you there!